Welcome back, everybody, to the Andy McKenzie Career Mode series. Throughout his rookie season, Andy has shown the talent necessary to become a franchise quarterback in the NFL. He's helped lift this Texan offense, whether it's with his play from the pocket or outside. With over 4,800 total yards and 34 regular season touchdowns, Andy McKenzie entered the postseason playing his best football and has delivered 2 more great performances in the playoffs. Now there is only one game left. It's Super Bowl 50 as the Houston Texans take on the Dallas Cowboys. Andy has another chance to win a championship after coming very close his senior season at Minnesota. It's the Texans' first Super Bowl appearance against the Cowboys, who have won 5 titles. Houston has come a long way to make it here to the Super Bowl. Their defense has been one of the most consistent all season, and the offense found its stride late in the year. Now they're playing complete football, and there's only one game standing between them and a Super Bowl championship. It's time to see if Andy McKenzie and the Houston Texans can make history. Andy is here on the game's biggest stage, and we are underway. 1st and 10 Texans, and here comes the pressure on the first play, and McKenzie just gets rid of it incomplete. They're trying to make McKenzie uncomfortable here early, but he's taken a lot of punishment this season, and he fires complete on 2nd down to the outside. It's a 1st down to Nate Washington. Washington, of course, starts alongside DeAndre Hopkins, and now McKenzie has plenty of protection, and there's Hopkins for a 1st down as the Texans make their way to Cowboy territory. How is the running game going to hold up? Here's a nice carry for Arian Foster as he takes it to the right side for about a gain of 9. Not quite in field goal range, a big 3rd and 1. It's Arian Foster picking up the 1st down, and he's off to a nice start in the ground game. Dallas can pressure the quarterback. The Texans want to be balanced. 1st and 10, McKenzie has a man open. It's Hopkins to the outside, beating Brandon Carr on the corner route. The Texans are in the red zone. Here's a play action. They're trying to get McKenzie outside the pocket, and he hooks up with Deron Carter, and that'll put the Texans inside the 5. Strong start offensively. Can they finish? McKenzie puts it up and over the head of DeAndre Hopkins. He's made some of the biggest plays for Houston in the postseason. 2nd and goal. McKenzie outside, wide open. Touchdown, Texans! It's a Super Bowl touchdown for Andy McKenzie to Cecil Shorts. That caps off an effective and efficient opening possession for this Houston offense. Exactly how you want to start the biggest game of the year. Houston's 2nd drive now underway. It's 7-0 in the 1st quarter. McKenzie going right back to the air. He hits Garrett Graham, and that's going to be another Texan 1st down. And Graham is shaken up. He's been a very important part of this offense all season, and we'll see if Graham returns. Looks like it could be a shoulder injury. On 1st and 10, McKenzie fires up the seam, but Hopkins couldn't hang on. Safety Danny McCray on the hit. So on 2nd down, now it's Arian Foster's turn. He weaves to the right, gets a good gain, but there's a flag. We've seen this throughout the year. A lot of flags in the running game. And it's another one on this play, holding on Brandon Brooks. That backs up the Texans. 2nd down and 19. Cowboys in a zone, and they get pressure as McKenzie is sacked. All of a sudden, it's 3rd down and 25. And McKenzie just takes the underneath option to DeAndre Hopkins, and they'll punt. We just saw 2 of their biggest weaknesses. The offensive line is prone to penalties, and they're not consistent enough in pass protection. But the defense is off to a great start. 3 straight incompletions by Brandon Weeden. Cowboys give it back. Here is Andy from inside the 10. Bootleg left incomplete. Garrett Graham is back in the game, and the Texans get a 28-yard catch and run. They're on the move again to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's Andy on 2nd down. He gets outside, fires to the open man, C.J. Fedorowicz. And that's another 1st down. 9 of 13 in the air for Andy McKenzie. He looks pretty comfortable. Now a fake to Foster. There's pressure, and McKenzie can't get rid of it. DeMarcus Lawrence. And for the 2nd straight possession, it's 3rd and over 20 for Houston. They can't let up pressure like this. On the previous drive, they took the check down, but not this time. Deep for Hopkins, he makes the catch. 1st down. Sometimes you just have to give the playmaker a chance to be the playmaker. 42 yards for Hopkins. Now McKenzie from the 16 going to the end zone, and Carter can't make the reception. Hopkins and Graham line up left. It's 3rd and 9. Cowboys can't get pressure, and McKenzie hits Nate Washington to make it 1st down and goal. Now we see the Texans spread the field. Empty shotgun for McKenzie to the end zone. He's got Hopkins. Touchdown Texans. It's a 2-touchdown lead on the back of 2 Andy McKenzie touchdown passes. Excellent start for Houston, and meanwhile Dallas can't get their offense going, and they turn it over, giving the Texans a short field. They're already up 14-0. Now trying to extend that lead, McKenzie rolls, and he won't take any chances here, not with a 14-point lead. So 3rd down, can McKenzie get the conversion, needing a big play to the 5. He fires complete, Daron Carter makes the reception. It's not a 1st down, but a field goal will give the Texans a 3-score lead. It is 17-0 in the 2nd quarter as Brandon Weeden tries to jumpstart the offense, but after a 20-yard gain, they stall. Their offense was very effective in the NFC Championship, but haven't been so far today. Now McKenzie can't roll out with Mincy in the way, and the dump off to Graham doesn't get very much. Now with 2 minutes left, it's 3rd down. McKenzie works outside to his left. Now he sets his feet, lets the pass fly deep, and Carter makes an unbelievable catch downfield. It's another big play for Houston. This one is just unreal. What a grab by Carter, spinning and hanging on to the ground. Now at the 31, they have a chance to add more points. Off play fake, McKenzie dumps this one off. It's Graham on the outside, slowly but surely making his way to the marker and working the Texans back into the red zone. 40 seconds on the clock. McKenzie fires end zone for Fedorowicz, but he can't hang on in the corner. Well defended. McKenzie's trying to let his playmakers make plays today. 3rd and long, again to the end zone, and Hopkins can't make the grab. Nearly intercepted, but the Texans will take the 3 points. And now into the 2nd half we go. It's 20-0 Houston, and the Cowboys still cannot solve this defense. Again, the Texans are coming together completely as a team. 3rd quarter, McKenzie has the ball going deep again. Hopkins lays out for it. They beat Dallas deep again. Hopkins for the 2nd time. 6 grabs, a $123 and a score. Now this unbelievable one-handed grab beating Orlando Scandrick. In Cowboy territory, now it's time to unleash Arian Foster, who picks up 6 yards. They're not quite in field goal range, facing 3rd down and 5. McKenzie fires outside, it's behind his target and intercepted. The throw was behind Hopkins, then tipped and picked off by J.J. Wilcox. That led to the Cowboys finally getting on the board with the field goal, so 20-3. Texan ball, the 3rd quarter is winding down now as Foster has a decent gain on that carry. It's a 3rd and 4 now. McKenzie heads back to the air, rolls outside the pocket, decides to pass downfield, but overthrows Daron Carter, and the Texans are stopped. The Cowboys now trying to build upon the field goal they had previously, but they just end up going 3 and out. 43 seconds on the clock in the 3rd quarter. It's Texan football, and McKenzie overthrows his target, and it's his 2nd interception. Barry Church this time. McKenzie having a rough 3rd quarter. 2 inaccurate passes, 2 interceptions. The Cowboys are playing opportunistic defense, and with this new opportunity and a short field, they end up kicking another field goal. It's a 20-6 game, and maybe it's time now to rely more on the ground game as Arian Foster has had a decent day overall. Not a great average, but some good 3 and 4 yard chunks. After a gain of 6, play action, and here's McKenzie rolling again. As he's hit, he unloads, and Hopkins is there at the sideline. 1st down Houston. McKenzie bounces back to cross 300 yards on the day, and here's Hopkins. Did he get both feet down? He sure did, but not by very much. Houston now at midfield. Foster gets the carry on 1st and 10, takes it up the middle. That's a 3-yard pickup. Time for another 3rd down. Hopkins lines up in the slot. Cowboys in a zone. Pressure holds up, and Graham hangs on. Good catch for a 1st down. Now at the 37, they're getting close to field goal range. Underneath, Graham again, but a flag flies in. And yes, it's another holding against the Texans. So to get back a 3-score lead, they're going to have to do some work. Backed up to the 44, second down and long. McKenzie has the pocket collapse around him, and he's sacked again. Mincy is there, it's 3rd and 25. Will McKenzie just throw it up to Hopkins again? No, he won't as pressure gets there. It's McLean. The Dallas defense comes up big and they get the ball back, still trailing by 14. They're running out of time and need some big plays. There's 25 yards to Cole Beasley, and 2 plays later, a 31-yard touchdown to Dez Bryant. 13 unanswered for Dallas. All of a sudden, it's a 7-point game with 3 minutes left to go. The Texans need to take this clock down, and this run by Foster will help quite a bit. They move the chains. Now Alfred Blue is in the game. He carries left, picks up good yardage here. That's about 7, taking us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 3. Foster returns, takes the handoff, and picks up another first down. Dallas calls a timeout. Houston's very close to ending this game. Foster up the middle. Good yardage once again. There's 7. Second timeout called by Dallas. Now Foster on second down runs left, and the Cowboys stop him. It's 3rd down, and a first down will win the game for Houston. They are 2 yards from victory. McKenzie under center. It's a fake. McKenzie rolls to his right. He's not going to throw it. Andy McKenzie has run the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl championship. The Texans have done it. They have won Super Bowl 50, 20-13. Andy McKenzie has finally won a championship and becomes the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to win the Super Bowl. He certainly wasn't alone in this fantastic season. He's had the help of his playmakers on offense, with DeAndre Hopkins leading the way in the postseason, coming back from his injury, putting together 3 of his best games of the year. And of course, the defense has played phenomenal throughout the season. They've kept the scores low. They've gotten pressure on opposing quarterbacks, gotten plenty of turnovers, and the Texans have finally put it all together, and they are champions. The Super Bowl MVP goes to DeAndre Hopkins. He had 7 catches in all 3 playoff games and over 100 yards. He made some of the biggest plays of the game today, and he certainly earned it. What a season this has been. And now Andy can finally hoist a championship trophy. We have followed his career since his time at Minnesota, watching him develop into a promising young quarterback. And now Andy McKenzie is a Super Bowl champion. Thank you all for watching the first season of the Andy McKenzie Career Mode series. In spectacular fashion, Andy McKenzie and the Houston Texans emerged victorious in Super Bowl 50. But the journey with Andy is not over here. We're going to continue following his career and seeing what happens as his NFL career continues. Next up will be the offseason and the preseason to Season 2 as we see what moves the Texans make and what this team looks like heading into Andy's second season. I will also be changing the episode format next year into something that gets us through seasons a little bit quicker. It should make for more exciting videos, and I hope you guys like the change after this first year with Andy. But thank you all again for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave your feedback down below and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.